Assalamu alaikum, my name is Abdul Rahman. Welcome to my YouTube channel Islamic and GK vlog. Now I'm going to talk to you about the Egyptian pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids are ancient masonry structures located in Egypt. Sources cite at least 118 identified Egyptian pyramids. Approximately 80 pyramids were built within the kingdom of Kus, now located in the modern country of Sudan. Of those located in modern Egypt, most were built as tombs for the country's pharaohs and their consorts during the Old and Middle Kingdom periods. The earliest known Egyptian pyramids are found at Saqqara, northwest of Memphis, although at least one step pyramid-like structure has been found at Saqqara dating to the first dynasty Mastaba 3808, which has been attributed to the reign of Pharaoh Anarjib with inscriptions and other archaeological remains of the period suggesting there may have been others. The otherwise earliest among these is the Pyramid of Djoser built 2630 to 2610 BCE during the third dynasty. This pyramid and its surrounding complex are generally considered to be the world's oldest monumental structures constructed of dressed masonry. The most famous Egyptian pyramids are those found at Giza on the outskirts of Cairo. Several of the Giza pyramids are counted among the largest structures ever built. The Pyramid of Khufu is the largest Egyptian pyramid and the last of the seven wonders of the ancient world still in existence, despite being the oldest by about 2000 years. The name for a pyramid in Egyptian is Mir, written with the symbol Mir is preceded by three other signs used as phonetics. The meaning of Mir is unclear as it only self-references the built object itself. By comparison, some similar architectural terms become compound words, such as the word for temple becoming a compound of the words for house and soul. By graphical analysis, Mir uses the same sign 024 as Benben. The Benben is the mound of existence that arose out of the abyss known as Nun in the Egyptian creation myth. The relationship between Mir and Benben is further linked by the capstone architectural elements of pyramids and obelisks, which was named Benbenet, the feminine form of Benben. Preceded by assumed earlier sites in the Eastern Sahara tumuli with megalithic monuments developed as early as 4700 BCE in the Sahara region of Niger. Fikri Hassan 2002 indicates that the megalithic monuments in the Sahara region of Niger and the Eastern Sahara may have served as antecedents for the mastabas and pyramids of ancient Egypt. During pre-dynastic Egypt, tumuli were present at various locations. From the time of the early dynastic period 3150 to 2666 BCE, Egyptians with sufficient means were buried in bench-like structures known as mastabas at Saqqara. Mastaba 3808, dating from the latter part of the first dynasty, was discovered to contain a large independently built step pyramid-like structure enclosed within the outer palace facade. Mastaba archaeological remains and inscriptions suggest there may have been other similar structures dating to this period. The first historically documented Egyptian pyramid is attributed by Egyptologists to the third dynasty Pharaoh Djoser, although Egyptologists often credit his vizier Imhotep as its architect. The dynastic Egyptians themselves contemporaneously or in numerous later dynastic writings about the character did not credit him with either designing Djoser's pyramid or the invention of stone architecture. The pyramid of Djoser was first built as a square mastaba-like structure which as a rule were known to otherwise be rectangular. It was expanded several times by way of a series of aggression layers to produce the stepped pyramid structure we see today. Egyptologists believe this design served as a gigantic gigantic stairway by which the soul of the deceased pharaoh could ascend to the heavens. Though other pyramids were attempted in the third dynasty after Djoser, it was the fourth dynasty transitioning from the step pyramid to true pyramid shape, which gave rise to the great pyramids of medium Dashur and Giza. The last pharaoh of the fourth dynasty, Chepcheskov, did not build a pyramid and beginning in the fifth dynasty. For various reasons, the massive scale and precision of construction decreased significantly, leaving these later pyramids smaller, less well built, and often hastily constructed. By the end of the sixth dynasty, pyramid building had largely ended. It was not until the Middle Kingdom last that large pyramids were built again, though instead of stone, mud brick was the main construction material. Long after the end of Egypt's own pyramid building period, a burst of pyramid building occurred in what is present-day Sudan. After much of Egypt came under the rule of the kingdom of Kush, which was then based at Napata. Napatan rule, known as the 25th dynasty, lasted from 750 BCE to 664 BCE, the periodic period of Kushite history, when the kingdom was centered on Pharaoh. Approximately in the period between 300 BCE and 300 CE, experienced a full-blown pyramid building revival, which saw about 180 Egyptian-inspired indigenous royal pyramid tombs constructed in the vicinity of kingdom's capital cities. Al-Aziz Uthman 1171 to 1198, the second Ayyubid Sultan of Egypt, tried to destroy the Giza pyramid complex. He gave up after only damaging the pyramid of Menkaure because the task proved too large. Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for watching.